peeps? It's your girl, Dr. Come Back to Girl Takes. Well, it's that time, guys. It's reaction time, and this is to She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. This will be for episode 8, titled, I want to say, Ribbit and Ribbit. Definitely a tongue tire. Now, before I jump into it, just want to do a quick recap of episode 7. Definitely a lot going on with this particular episode. Definitely a reveal, a good one. When you see, of course, Josh and Jen, having their, couple of dates, 3 dates, and you think that everything's going good. Once that third date, a lot does, transpire. Come to find out, after that, complete silence. Also better known as being ghosted. And just not realizing at the moment, just thinking something could happen. We got these couple of texts that have been sent, but then in the midst of this, she has to go deal with Blonsky and his ankle monitor, some malfunction, whatever. And that's when we get to see Blonsky and his new element dealing it with a sort of group, of guys, Man Bull, a couple other ones, one who thinks he's a vampire, Porcupine, and then we see a particular individual who makes a reappearance, which was, I want to say they called him, I think, the Wrecker. He was one of the 4 guys who tried to, get the blood from She-Hulk at the time, but was not able to. And you see he's in this meeting trying to deal with some of his actions and realizing what he was doing was not a good thing and all. And at first, she doesn't know how to take it. But then things come out in regards to what she's dealing with her personal life. And then trying to deal with the fact, like I said before, my previous reaction about trying to deal with the fact that you're just not just Jen anymore. You're definitely She-Hulk. As we said before, dealing with the fact that her, cousin, Bruce, said your life is forever changed. You have, as much as you don't want She-Hulk to be a main focus, she is, especially with her work, other things you're doing. You see when you're trying to date, when she's doing a dating profile, a lot of them want to go up with She-Hulk, don't want to deal with Jen. You see how she did hook up with the one guy, fine brother, and he was honest, when the next day came, whichever. So it's an instance of her feeling like this guy, Josh, really just like Jen, but then she still, was treated in this way where she isn't heard from him, just completely nowhere to be found. And she had to come to terms with that. The guys were just like, you can just concentrate on Jen, delete that number, that text. You're going to move on. You're going to concentrate on Jen. You can get past this. And I love how I brought her to a situation where she's just like, you know what, you're right. As much as it does hurt, she's going to be okay. But in the background, I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to bother until, until she can eventually really fully just move on and probably eventually start going on dates or whatever. Because now the trust factor of realizing, you're doing She-Hulk, at least you knew what that was, and then now seeing that it was just Jen, it doesn't even seem to matter right now. And that's kind of where I just feel like she's still kind of unsure of herself, and it's going to be definitely a trust factor in that instance moving forward. So also seeing that the reveal at the end, okay, as opposed to Josh, now we know, trash. I'm gonna tell you, I did not like, of course, getting information on the phone, not using it, but the picture part still triggers. I cannot stand that. Keeping it clean. Needless to say, he better hope she doesn't realize and figure out what part he played, or stuff that does get revealed. I don't know how many more episodes we have left. She finds out what his true motives are, whatever and all that. I don't even want to know what her wrath will be like, but it will not be good. Compared to what she did to Wrecker and those 4 guys, I could only imagine, because besides her getting to know him, whatever, they were intimate. So with that said, I rambled on enough, so you know what, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say the rest of my thoughts at the end, you guys.
What's his name?
My name is Leapfrog. I'm just acting like I'm the guard frog in this particular instance.
Signature catchphrase.
Time to ribbit and rip it!
Oh no!
With a 900-degree threshold is on fire. And you guessed it, I have 3rd-degree burns all over my legs.
I do believe you are owed compensatory damages.
Yeah! Luke Jacobson. He specializes in super suits.
Oh, shit.
I've never made a defective suit in all my life. My work is impeccable. She-Hulk will never get another suit by Luke Jacobson ever again?
Oh!
Hey, I prepaid for that!
Then you shouldn't have betrayed me, you greasy old buffalo.
See you in court!
Goodbye, tragedy. Then where is your counsel?
Oh, nice. Oh no.
As a first point of order, I'd like to ask that the opposing counsel's motion to compel production of the defendant's client list be rejected, as it's not relevant to the litigation.
Who's this asshole? It is material to the case whether this type of malfunction has affected other people. There is no inherent right to privacy when employing Mr. Jacobson's tailor.
Now, Ms. Walters chose to have her identity be public, but it isn't up to her to choose for everyone else.
Motion to compel discovery is denied.
Jet fuel in your boosters? Because that's not what my instructions said.
What?
Plaintiff ignored the manufacturer's explicit instructions. Then the defendant is absolved of all liability. I'm dismissing this case.
Chip?
Is there any way that we could go back to you being more...
No, it ain't gonna happen, girl.
Jen. No.
Oh.
Because I hate you now.
What's this? It's from that guy over there.
Where are you at, Murdoch? You're from New York, but you flew all the way out here for a product liability case?
Luke Jacobson made a couple of new suits for me, so I owed him one.
Yeah.
Well, I run my practice in Hell's Kitchen, and we mostly do pro bono work, the us part. But I do on occasion take a job with a bigger client when the bills start piling up. Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. And She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
Mm-hmm.
We're all feeling this, right? It's not just me.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Something has just come up with work.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I got work, too. So what is the urgent matter that you wanted to discuss with me?
Oh, yeah, so I was at an auction recently buying art, and then get this, they had an authentic Wakandan war spear. Here it is, check this out. Boom, how cool is that? I love Wakanda. You know, I actually studied abroad there.
Really?
Wakanda forever!
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
No, listen, babe, let's just drop the whole koi thing, because I don't play games.
Oh, Goodbye.
I think I'm being attacked.
Legally or physically?
Oh, definitely physically, but I mean, maybe legally too.
I'm heading to you. We'll meet in the middle.
What the heck is that? Oh, snap.
You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client.
My ass remains unwhooped.
Where are you going? We're not done.
You're very persistent, aren't you?
You're very annoying.
God dang.
Come on! Whoa, Dad.
Oh, no.
Matt? Wait, why were you attacking my client?
Leapfrog is the bad guy here. He kidnapped Luke Jacobson. He's holding him hostage.
Why didn't you tell me that before we fought?
Why didn't you ask me before immediately trying to whoop my ass?
I'm sorry that I assumed the guy dressed as the devil was the bad one.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Gold's devil.
I'm Daredevil. 25 goons in the building.
How do you know that?
Can you hear their heartbeats?
You can hear their heartbeats. Come on, that's a little far-fetched.
Can you hear yours too? Her heart's beating pretty fast.
Focus.
What? Healthy?
Trust me, I've done this a million times. Just remind me again how many times you've broken into a warehouse full of goons.
Remind me again, who has the superpowers here? Oh, I'm pointing at myself.
Oh, yeah, I know. I have echolocation, remember? Just follow my lead.
Okay, I guess that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. How do you not know where the baby is?
I know that's right. Dang.
She-Hulk smash.
Hey, Miss Walters, what are you doing? You're supposed to be helping me.
I am helping you, stopping you from getting into even more trouble. You could say this is an episode of Mania.
Temporary insanity is murky, but it's not a bad strategy.
The devil ninja guy. He's a lawyer?
I'm just a big fan of legal dramas.
Really kind of doing it for me. It's sad that you thought that would work.
Go stand and retreat. Ribbit!
Now, you're forgiven.
So, you'll make my gala dress?
Yes, of course, I'm not a monster.
When do you head to New York?
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Hey, maybe next time I'm in town, I can take you out to dinner.
Oh, we're going there. Oh. Oh my God.
There's some guy outside dressed in a devil costume, and he's doing the walk of shame because he's. What? Oh, you did with the. Oh, all right, and we're happy. Oh, we're happy.
Right now.
This year's Female Lawyer of the Year award goes to Jennifer She-Hulk Walters.
Oh my God, no.
Really is?
Oh, my identity is not a secret.
This is the truth presented by Intelligentsia. She-Hulk does not deserve your attention. She does not deserve your praise. She does not deserve...
Don't do it, Jen.
Oh. I know that's right. All right, you guys, this episode was so damn good. So much is going on here. Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you like this. But first, before I get into that, I hope all the ones who were waiting for Daredevil to show up are happy now, because that just seems to be the main thing that a lot of individuals wanted to see. I'm here to see all the episodes. Whoever's a guest star, whoever's going to be here. I know we saw him in a trailer. I knew eventually we would see him. We just didn't know in what capacity and what he would bring in regards to the overall storyline. So with that said, now getting back to this episode, God, I'm trying to be all over the place. Okay, we see a new case with this one guy who pretty much, I don't know if it's called the frog or whatever, leaping, whatever, pretty much was using the suit incorrectly and tried to sue Luke. You know, mind you, Jen had to, of course, go see him and try to find a way to work this out without having to get, the lawsuit, whatever, and all that. You see, kind of pissed him off. He's like, I'm making your dress for the gala, female, lawyer of the award, and here you are trying to, cause some sort of situation, all which she's not doing. She's just doing her job, but it's like her having to go to him, feeling like a conflict, whatever, and all that. Her boss, like, can you do this, this, because of course he don't give a damn. He just wants his hand or whatever, and all that. That's money for the daggone company. So needless to say, he ends up getting an attorney. Attorney ended up being Matt Murdock. I was very finally happy to see his face. Such a fan of him from his own show, Daredevil. So just to see that he definitely is the one who will be representing Luke. And then pretty much that's when the reveal of what were you supposed to use in your suit. You used the wrong, oil, gas in your suit, and that's why this situation happened. So pretty much you weren't listening. You didn't follow instructions. So needless to say, in the end, of course, he's a little brat, didn't like that, so he ends up kidnapping. So we get to the point where we do get to see, Matt and Jen get to know each other, after he wins the case, in honor of Luke. And then you see how certain things come up where he has to leave, and then she's getting a text because of one of these other, main clients, whatever, and all, who seems to be an annoyance. I'm like, you got a Wakanda spear, like, really? And then it's like, yeah, they're trying to sue you because of, the background history on it with colonizers. Like, yeah. Don't say Wakanda forever, bro. Just please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Let's just not go there. And then gonna try to make the move on Jen. Why? Like, she's here for business. She does not like you like that. Like, let's move that along. Now, needless to say, we get past it, and eventually, I love how we get to see Daredevil and She-Hulk tag team, and we finally get to see her suit. Love the scenes where she doesn't do this. this is his area where he knows how to handle. He knows where, you know, the culprits will be, where he needs to be at with it all, so he can, you know, get the upper hand and all that. And she's just jumping into this whatever, you know, causing damage in the parking lot, just doing whatever he wants. But eventually he's like, just follow my lead. Let me, you know, go ahead first and this, whatever. You can see a little bit of, when they were at the bar, you can see a little bit of that tension there and all that. I was like, you know, because I caught that. She's like, I caught it. I saw it from my own eyes. And I'm just like, okay. Needless to say, in the end, you know, Luke is being asked to make a new suit, whatever, and all that. He's not here for him, whatever. They eventually get in there, deal with all of his henchmen. Frogger thought he was doing some leaping out, literally probably, I don't know if he heard some screaming, so I'm assuming he must have broke ankle, whatever, and all that. The suit didn't, you know, rev up or whatever. But in the end, Luke decided to do her dress for the gala. I love how we do see Jen and Matt get together. I did not see that coming out. I'm expecting like we will see him again in another, you know, episode down the road and all that. He might eventually hook up. They just went right there, just like, okay, no need. You could see the tension, whatever, and they had fun. I thought that was great. And then we get to see her going to the gala. And I'm going to tell you, oh my God, I was not expecting that. I kept thinking a little bit in the back of my head, okay, everybody's saying their piece, whatever, and all that. Somebody might try something afterwards, but not during her acceptance speech. And it was Josh. And then to make it worse, I thought, of course, he was in her phone, so that means he was tracking any little thing that she's probably doing, any little text, whatever, anything for events coming up, whatever, so that we use their. This is the perfect opportunity for them to utilize this moment to embarrass her and do this to her. As they showed from the previous episode, he, you know, check marked her. You got the blood, you know, you got her info, you took a picture of her nude. Oh no, you did more than just take pictures of her. You recorded her in the midst of you all getting together. You're disgusting. The look on her face, I said it, her wrath, and I don't blame her. She just, and they're like, you know, talking about don't do it. I want to say, have a, please. Nobody has you out here where you about to be intimate and everybody can see you about to get undressed, about to have sex with some guy, whatever and all that. No, I'm sorry. In that moment, I don't blame her for feeling what she is and ripping that daggone bit. I don't care. I'm like, oh, she's not hurting any of you all. Them screaming like, give me a goddamn break. They've never known her to, you know, act out. But of course, okay, individuals who are in there, they don't know her like that. The closest ones to her know. But I'm like, in this instance, I feel for her. And that's the automatic reaction of probably what happened in that moment. I don't want to see this. I don't want to bash this thing. I don't want to keep seeing this. I don't want my parents seeing this who are out there in the audience. So in the instance, and her seeing what looked like to be four guys standing there, one of them was probably Josh's ass. I did go there. Excuse the language. Trash human being. I really hope it was the one she grabbed, but it wasn't, because it looked like he had longer hair. I don't think that was him. But I'm like this, and the fact that they let that fool get away when they should have grabbed him with his face covered, everybody else's face wasn't covered up like that with a black hat on and some face mask. And they're like, you know, don't do what? I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh my God, ooh. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I know her boss kind of looked and saw it. I was like, yeah. I'm going to tell you like this. I really, it's a little bit of me, I will say this, I'm not even going to lie. I really wish that she had listened when they were talking about intelligentsia, the couple with them all, and did a little bit of better research to figure out what was going on with them. Now she's like, you know, they're not going to do it. I'm not intimidated by this. She just kind of shrugged it off. Now that this situation has happened, I don't know what's going to happen on the next episode, but now when it comes to her, she has to be mindful. All threats, anything pertaining to her from now on, social media, whatever. You cannot just, you know, brush it off anymore. Look what these individuals did, and they had the nerve to talk about, you know, she's a slut. I went on a date with a guy on a couple of dates. We're going to hook up. No, she's not a slut. And like, if that's the case, then what are you? I'm like, are you kidding me? So she's the slut? Really? So he going around here sleeping with females with her law? You a hoe? Like, are you kidding me? I'm like, really? She hasn't done anything for her to be slandered and bashed. And I hope we find out. I don't know if Josh is at the helm of this, really, of this site or whatever, or he's, you know, he's just one of the, you know, underhanded middleman or whatever. Eventually, we're going to see who's in charge of this whole situation with this particular website. And I hope they find a way to find out what this is, because I'm just like over this. I need them to just reveal who the hell who put together that new syringe. I want to know who's having Josh going out here, you know, trying to act like, you know, you a good guy when you some crap. And I want to know who these 4 guys are. Who are these people, whatever, and all that. I just need them to be exposed. And I hope in the next episode or whatever, we find out some more in regards to this. If not, they're going to kind of try to keep this person under wraps. And then, you know, and I'm praying we do get a season 2 and they can continue to progress the storyline. Then fine. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. Because I just know that this better not be one season. I'm not even here for it. But this was a really good episode. This mess got me fired up. That ending, just discuss, and they're all just poor thing. She's just looking, because at first I thought they were going to show somebody else, but she just kind of staring at them like she lost control of herself for a moment. And like Bruce said, you know, certain situations, going back to the first episode, having to, you know, carry yourself a certain way and all that, they're going to see you as a monster. And in that moment, she lost control because of what she's being exposed like that for not doing anything out of the ordinary or whatever. She was just being with somebody and all, and this person's taking all her information. I feel for Jen. Just, yeah, this whole situation totally is going to change how she moves forward after everything is dealt with, how they're going to deal with her. She's going to still have her job, you know, being in, you know, part of this, you know, superhuman division. It's going to be very interesting how this all is dealt with. You know, she about to be locked up, kind of like Blonsky is, until they figure out what the heck to do. And it's going to be interesting. Who knows? I hope Bruce comes back, a.k.a. Hulk. Help her do something, you know, just, yeah. Ooh, oh my goodness. Just trying to take it all in. This was a lot. I have rambled on. So with that said, you guys, please comment below. I would love to know what some of you all think. So with that said, I will see you guys on the next reaction. You guys take care.